Hello, everybody. My name is Val Damien. I'm one of the nominees that's been nominated this week for eviction, and I'm here fighting for my life, basically. That's what you got to do. Comedy. For me, that was an interesting talent because, if Casey and RJ would have said hobbies, I got several hobbies. Talent, I don't know, comedy came into mind because I'm the goofy one in my family. Especially out of my siblings. I have seven sisters, four on my mom's side, three on my dad's side. So they have their own different unique personalities that makes them them. So adding humor to their time of embarrassment, say the least. For instance, my sister Venus, she just turned 33. She's right under me. She's 3 years younger than me. So I was taking her home. I was taking her home last night. We was leaving from my grandma's house, and she's so hardcore. Like, she don't have no problem putting people in their place. Checking nobody, but she's a real life pussy. I love her. She's my sister, so I could say that. But so we in the car, and for the past day, people noticed that I had a dead butterfly in my car. And I'm like, I don't know why I haven't taken it out. It was just like one of those things like, okay, I didn't think anybody, would be scared of a dead butterfly. But my sister, on the other hand, I did not expect her reaction. But anyway, she was sitting there, we was having our normal conversations, and normally she's on the phone when we're driving or when we're going anywhere, she's normally on the phone. But this time she wasn't even on the phone. I think she just picked up her phone or just put her phone down for checking something, whatever. And I asked her, I was like, Venus, have you ever, did you notice, anything in the car? She was like, what are you talking about? I said, a few people been in my car and they noticed a dead butterfly on the floor. And she said, where? And remind you, we're on the freeway, so I'm doing like 65 miles per hour. Okay. And she was like, where? I was like, on the floor. It's nighttime, so it was about 8 o'clock, 8:15. It was around that time, and it was dark. So I'm getting off the exit, because we had to stop by at a store before I took her home. And I was getting off the exit, and she ain't saying nothing about it. I didn't think nothing of it. So I'm coming to a red light, and then she happens to turn on the lights on her side and look down, see the dead butterfly, and she literally was crying like tears coming down her face. So I'm thinking like she was like she was doing that. So I'm like, okay, maybe she was laughing. No, she was actually crying. And I'm sitting over there in the driver's side just cracking the fuck up, because I'm like, she really crying because her dead butterfly like, I wasn't getting why she was crying. I'm sitting over there just laughing at her like, are you serious right now? And then as I'm driving, she finally took her hand down from her face, like you could see wet stains on her face. I was like, oh, she really was crying. And I'm sitting here laughing like it was so funny. But it was funny because I didn't expect her to react the way she reacted to the dead butterfly on the floor. Like, I didn't. So, I get a kick out of that. So now I've been telling everybody the story, and everybody laughed about it. Like, my aunt, she was like, I told my aunt about it, and she was like, I told her like what I did. Like, the moral of the story was like, she really was crying about the dead butterfly. Like, and then it was like, I still don't understand. Like, she still couldn't give me a reason why she was so upset. But that's my sister Venus, and it's funny, we can laugh about it now because, even when I said something to her about it earlier, she was actually laughing about it because it was like, you really was crying because You and then the crazy part about it, like we pulled up to her apartment, right? So we get to her apartment. She ain't really saying nothing. Like she really not talking to me or nothing. So we in the car and I stopped the car or whatever. And she was sitting there and she was looking at me. I said, "What? Are you gonna get out? You know, you're home." She was like, "But somebody gotta help get me out the car." I was like, "Help you get out of the car? Like who I'm gonna get help you? Like I'm not about to get out and help you get out the car. Like just run real fast." Like just run. She was still like the crazy part about it, like she was really terrified. Like and I was just sitting there laughing because she was like, "Somebody gotta help her get out the car." Like, no, we're not about to do that. And then she got out the car and then she was like, "Oh, can you grab my food that's on the floor?" Like, really? You couldn't grab me. She left everything, her phone, her food, everything. It was so funny. Oh gosh, I think I'm laughing more. But it was funny. It was really funny. She was so mad at me. I was just cracking up because I'm a Sagittarius. Like, we are so petty. We throw the extra shade, you know what I mean? And then laugh when other people get embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? And I have one more story, so I'm not gonna, this is really a short story, but a couple years ago, my grandma got sick. She had a stroke that, paralyzed her right side, so from the hospital, they ended up transferring her to the nursing home, where she could get rehabilitation and all the help she could get or whatever. So this one particular day, it was me, my two sisters, my son, King, and my niece, Amina. And, it was a Saturday, our normal routine of visiting grandma at the nursing home, And so my sister, her name is Lola. She is short for, her name is real difficult, so we can Google it. But, I call her Lola by her nickname that I gave her, whatever. She was sitting in the front seat, she's about, the same weight as I am, And so she was in the front, and then my other sister was in the back with my son and my niece. So we pulling up into the nursing home. Remind you, we just left from getting food and everything. And the whole time we driving up to the nursing home, she's one of the ones that I'm playing music in the car. So she felt the need that she had to play music on her phone. Like, and then it'd be loud. Like, it wasn't like little music like in her ears. It was like speaker music. Like, why are you playing music when I'm playing music on the radio? But anyway, so she stopped doing that and she was on the phone. So the whole time she like this, phone to her ears. We get into the front of the nursing home, she trying to grab her food and her purse and her, she's still on the phone. So she get out the car and when I pulled up in front of the nursing home, like it's a curve, regular little curve. But I was like close, but not too close to the curve. Well, probably pretty far because she wasn't really paying attention, okay? So I'm on the driver's side. Both my sisters was getting out with my son and my niece, But my sister already got out from the back. And the other one was in the front. Lola was trying to, get out the front. So her not watching what she was doing and steady paying attention to the phone, she tripped on the curve and fell to the sidewalk. Like, it was like, how you make, like, like a splat, like a little splat sound you be hearing, like, that's just like her stomach when it hit the concrete. Her phone flew, her food flew. So everybody, Venus, that's the one I was just talking to you about, the butterfly, she was already out the car. My niece was getting out the car and my son was just sitting there and he was looking down at Lola. Everybody was just looking at her. Because at that time she was pissed fucked. And everybody was just quiet. And then my son, he is just such a, kind-hearted person, he's real genuine, and, and he was really genuine. He was like, "Auntie Lola, do you need help?" And she was like, "I don't need no fucking help. Get off the ground." We was just dying because it was just one of those moments like, wow, like, we are a mess when we are mad at each other, whatever, but, like, it can be funny. Like I could laugh at my family because they embarrass themselves, and I could just get the humor of laughing. you know, I think she was more mad that her food fell than anything. But then like, why are you on the phone and trying to get all that stuff out the car? Like, remind you I had a PT Cruiser, that not really, roomy or whatever per se. But I want to say thank you for, taking the time out to listen to my crazy family, in their embarrassments, whatever. I'm laughing at them and, can make fun of them and use that against them when they trying to get me. You know what I'm saying? So now I can just throw that up in their face. No, I'm just playing. But thank you again. And I really, 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 really want to stay. And, I'm fighting. And I hope this will be the one that takes me to the final three. Thank you, guys. Good night.